7D. Good morning. Unfortunately, I am not going to be with you today. I am right now in Shanghai attending a science development meeting. However, I wanted to make sure that even if I'm not there physically, I will be with you in spirit and in YouTube. Okay? Now, first thing you have to do after watching this video is to go to your Schoology account because you have a reproductive vocabulary plus quiz number 2. Okay? Now, after you do that, this is what you will be working on. Okay? So we started studying about the reproduction by talking about how we know, the signs of how we know we are becoming mature, right? So there are boy signs and there are girl signs. And there are some signs that are similar for boys and girls, such as height spurt, growth of pubic hair, and things like that. But there are some changes that are only for boys and only for girls, okay? So you should know that by now. However, there's another big change that happens. So aside from the physical change, okay? This is the time where you start becoming aware of the opposite sex, okay? Of the opposite gender, okay? Now, if you're really truly attractive to another person, okay, then courtship starts. Now, in the book, we discussed courtship in the animal kingdom, okay? And we found out that it's the male animal that courts the female animal. And we also learned that there are 4 courtship methods used by the male animals, okay? One of them is use of sound, okay? Another is the use of display, showing your assets, okay? Another is using scent. And the 4th one we studied is the use of movement, okay? Movement, okay? Nathan, stop moving. Yeah, I mean you. Okay. So, what I did is I uploaded all these slides that we used last lesson to ycisscience 7. And I also put the links to the videos because we did not have time to look at it. We only had time, I think, to watch 2 videos last meeting. Okay? So you can use this time to look at your videos. Now, your activity at the end, okay, of this period is to find out the human equivalent to the animal courtship methods, okay? So we have 4. We said there's sound, display, movement, and scent, okay? Now what I want you to do is to think about how human beings, how you use these 4 courtship methods used by animals. For example, okay, how do animals give out like pheromones, which are chemicals that have an odor or scent, okay, that attract, another person. Now, as a human being, how would you use that courtship method, okay? Oh, look what I have here. What is this? Aha. Think you know what this is? And it has this nice fairy thing up there. Okay, and the name is Secret Wish. So, how do you think human beings use scent in order to attract the opposite sex? Think. Okay? I want you to think about that and to think how human beings use sound to attract another person, how human beings display, okay? Use the courtship method of display to attract another person, how they use scent to attract another person, and how they use movement to attract another person, okay? And what I want you to do is to find to make 4 slides. I want 4 slides either on Keynote or PowerPoint. Okay, to make 4 slides, one for each courtship method. Okay, now I want you to find 1 or 2 pictures on the internet. Okay, showing the human equivalent of that particular courtship method. Okay, so for example, you can take a picture of this, or maybe a person putting in perfume. Okay, and then write a short explanation, maybe 1 or 2 sentences only at the bottom somewhere in the slide, explaining why you think that picture is the human equivalent of the animal courtship method. Okay, so for example, if I were to use this as an example, okay, I'd look for a picture of a person putting some perfume, and maybe put some different perfume products there, and say that human beings use perfume to attract another person, because there are perfumes made for men, there are perfumes made for women, and perfume companies design the scent of the perfume to be attractive, okay, to the opposite sex. Okay, so this is how human beings use scent. Okay, now I know what you're thinking. You're saying, ooh, I'm going to use perfume as my example for scent. No, 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 no. You have to choose another thing. Okay? There are many other things that human beings can use for scent. For example, I shall give you a hint. You boys, after you do PE, some of you use too much of it that it's kind of overwhelming. But you use it because you want to make sure that the other people around you of the opposite gender don't smell your stinky sweat. Think about it. Okay? So you know what to do. If you're unsure, you can go to ycisscience 7 so that you can read the instructions. Okay, now how do you submit it? Okay, pretty much you can send your PowerPoint or your Keynote file via email. Okay, so that one is okay, that's acceptable. If you want to go a level higher, okay, I want you to save your Keynote or PowerPoint as pictures and upload them to your Weebly. Or you can take screenshots of your 4 slides. I only want 4 slides, that's it. And upload it to your Weebly. I know your questions. Miss Ness, when is this due? And this is my answer. Because I want to make sure that you are using your time wisely, it's all due at the end of the period. Okay? It's due at the end of the period. No, no. End of the period. Use your time wisely. You can do it. Okay? If you can't upload, just send me your PowerPoint or Keynote file. If you want to go level up, you can upload it to your Weebly. Okay? So, have fun with your reproduction vocabulary plus quiz 2. Okay? And have fun looking for the human equivalent of the animal courtship method. Okay? Don't miss me too much. Bye-bye.